Hey Nathan, it's Monday, May 26th. So I'd have to say we have completely adjusted to life back in Kansas now. I definitely miss some things about the desert, but it's nice having thicker, more humid air and occasional rain showers. Your videos covering Chaco were amazing. I am so impressed with your filming and photography skills. You so kindly left a discussion of petroglyphs and pictographs to me, so hopefully there's not too much of a difference between your beautiful filming and my maybe sometimes a teeny bit shaky filming. The art of the Chacoans covers the canyon walls, where many glyphs have been well preserved in spite of the harsh, sandy winds. It's assumed that the art has different functions, such as markers for migration, visual cues for stories and songs, and clan symbols. This very rare and well-preserved pictograph is referred to as the supernova pictograph. Thought to depict the supernova of 1054, we think the sun-like thing on the left is the flash they would have seen at night as bright as the moon for over a period of several weeks, the supernova, and the crescent being the moon. The handprint is common to see amongst pictographs and petroglyphs, maybe as like a signature? The petroglyphs were carved into the soft sandstone walls using sharp objects, some more precisely chiseled than others. Many defined scratches were found along the bottom of the canyon walls. The reason for the scratches is unknown, but some speculate that they were the results of tool sharpening during the construction of the buildings. The holes just above these scratches are believed to have held wooden beams that supported the roofs of the rooms along the wall. They have been dated to after the scratches were made. The Chacoan artists have a really unique style of art. Being a culture that is believed to have considered the heavens to be really important, their depictions of celestial objects are ubiquitous. Probably the most common petroglyph is a swirly spiral that is thought to be the sun. There are also many images of people and animals which could be clan and migration markers. Or maybe someone just wanted to carve a picture of a dog for the hell of it. That's what makes these people so interesting. It's their mystery. Since no linguistic record by them has been found yet, we have to rely on these pictures, the sparse amount of artifacts that we've found, and their choice of architecture as a way to tell us what their culture was really about, who they really were. We can only make educated guesses on the meanings and purposes of these drawings. Another thing prominently featured in the park is modern carvings, often next to the 1,000-year-old ones. The people who work and care for the park stress continually the fragility of the petroglyphs and the horror of modern vandalism. This modern graffiti is usually people's names or initials, little symbols like peace signs or Christian crosses, or imitation of the Chacoan art. It's fairly easy to tell them apart from the originals. They haven't weathered nearly as much, so the markings are fresh and bright, and most look like they were made with keys and not rocks. Now I'm all for the preservation of these ancient petroglyphs. I think it's incredibly rude to carve over them or even near them because of the damage that it could cause. Since so little is known about the ancient Chacoan people, vandalism of the very few pieces of art we have left is kind of like a huge slap in the face to professional archaeologists and amateur fans who want to be able to enjoy and study the art. However, it seems almost a little hypocritical to me to vandalize all carvings anywhere in the canyon, even if they're far away from any of the ancient carvings. Bear with me here. I understand that carving on the walls, even far away from the ancient carvings, can still act as erosion and damage the walls over time. But at the same time, there's something so human about leaving a mark behind. I mean, that's what the Chacoan people did, right? How can we consider their carvings as so sacred but at the same time demonize the people who do it nowadays? What about people from 1,000 years from now who will visit Chaco? I think they would find initials, curse words, and dates from 1,000 years before them just as interesting as swirly swirls animals and nude dudes from 2,000 years before. What do you guys think? Talk about it in the comments. What the Chacoan people left behind continues to fascinate the generations of people who visit their old home. Archaeologists have made some pretty good guesses as to what their cryptic symbols mean and why they carved them. I like to remind myself, though, to take these guesses with a bit of skepticism because we can never know for sure. It helps me to remind myself that these people were, well, people like us who argue, have sex, get lazy or apathetic, and make jokes. It's easy to put them into a box of seriousness and sacredness, but they were humans just like we are. That's why I love anthropology and why I love being human. We're all connected and our differences don't really separate us that much. Nathan, we'll see you on Wednesday.